It's a little bit narcissistic, I guess. I catch myself wanting people to be like me, which would be no fun. A lot of the stuff that I make is about identity, and I don't ever know if you know who you are. Everything that you do, action wise, everything that you put in physically, nothing has no meaning. I still think that I'm an open minded person. That's one thing I know about myself. If you can't remember what shaped you, maybe you just don't know who you are. I didn't have potentially enough control. I just think I was standing too far away. I was embarrassed and I didn't want to hurt myself and I didn't want anyone to be worried about me hurting myself. I was a little bit put off of that area because of that experience. This isn't going anywhere that is productive. I've never had like a whole concrete, fully realized thought, so I'd always have these bits and pieces. I've always wanted to be a high achiever, and I felt like I was a little bit struggling to like stand out. I have to get this degree, right? I have to get this degree done in 4 years. I don't have enough money to stay for 7 years like I probably would want to. I'm taking too many classes for my specific brain to handle coming up with these things that I feel are 100% finished and are 100% resolved. And then it makes me feel like I don't know where I'm going with my art or what I'm doing with it. I know I can draw from a reference and I can make it look pretty darn accurate, but I didn't want to only do that. I don't feel in my bones that it is something that I'm going to do with my art practice, but when I do it, it is fun, damn it. I love materials that do what they want to do, and you have to learn how to be with the material, not force the material. Mostly it's linens, so sheets and curtains, and I love those fabrics. Maybe because they're cheap, and I don't know, I touch it every night when I go to bed. I love the way that graphite looks on plaster. I love writing on it. It's a material combination that just hits me. Writing is something that has been equally there with me as art has. You don't want to pick a favorite child and you never want to say which child is your favorite because then it like makes the other child feel bad or it makes other people look at you like you're bad. It would make me look like a bad artist or a bad writer if I picked one or the other. I ended up getting hair from people's brushes and I would have to untangle one strand of hair at a time. I kept telling people, I was like, no, I'm going to spit it out. I'm going to pull it out of my mouth. It was like 150 strands. But I still had people there, number one, to help like record, but also to make sure I didn't die. As a performance, I made like me and my body art. I made what I was physically doing art, even if it was bad art. You have life and then you make it art, and life and art are separate. They understand that you can look at anything. Every time you enter that same kind of mindset and you think about that thing differently. If it's cliche, then you're not really learning something. It's been said, it's been done, it's been thought about before. You can't think about it anymore. How can you feel about it? One day I was driving and I realized what I want my art to do. I make art because I ask questions about the world. I don't want to be the only one looking at my art. I want other people to experience that. I make art because I'm trying to find something out. I'm trying to get you to think or to feel something. I do art because I love it. It's an exploration that it would be nice to bring people along. I want my art to make people think things. So I obviously want them to think how I'm thinking, right? Because I want that intention to be apparent. maybe it's narcissistic because I want people to think what I think. I want people to think what I think.